What's up, everybody? Kevin Barnett here in the Carbide 3D studio, and we here at the company would like you not only to hear from us, but also hear from our customers. We want you to benefit from the insight of folks that do it every day. Anyone from the hobbyist on up to someone who is in full production and utilizing our machines to make products either for themselves to sell or for others. Andy Bird of Andy Bird Builds began with zero CNC experience. He's gone all the way to being full-time. He has some pretty unique strategies and some stuff to offer you if you're thinking about buying a machine, or if you just purchased a machine and you'd like to monetize it, or if you just want to hear the story of one man and his journey with a Shapeoko. Here's Andy. Enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Andy. I run a woodworking business and my YouTube channel, Andy Bird Builds. I purchased my Shapeoko CNC 2 years ago now, and ever since I purchased it, I've been trying to figure out what the best way is to sell the things I make. So this is my journey over the last 2 years. I wanted to share it with you as maybe some insight and inspiration, rather than a do's and don'ts, but this is what my experience has been. So since the very beginning of my business, I've tried to follow this one rule the best I can, and that is to invest money into the things that make me money. Before I make a large purchase, I check to see what the potential return is. This is why I have a CNC and a laser in my shop, and I'm still using a $300 table saw. So that's how I ended up purchasing my Shapeoko. I felt that a desktop CNC, like the Shapeoko, had the largest potential to make products and sell them at a scale that would be profitable and sustainable for my small business. So at the point of purchasing my Shapeoko, I had zero experience operating or using a CNC machine. What I found was a lot of mistakes and a lot of operator error that, can kind of be frustrating, but the good thing about it is the Shapeoko is extremely easy to use when it comes to CNCs. Carbide Create and Carbide Motion are the two pieces of software that it takes to operate the Shapeoko. Other software programs can be used that are more complex for down the road, but for simplicity and ease of use, these programs are fantastic. So as I started making products, I learned two truths about CNC. One, you can make really custom, unique pieces, one-of-a-kind pieces, or two, you can make a lot of something really quickly. I found that both of these things are really hard to accomplish with one single product. It's kind of two avenues, one or the other. Customers that are wanting a one-of-a-kind item are willing to pay a lot more for that item, but I found that those customers are few and far between. Unless you have a extremely unique product that only you make, otherwise it's really hard to stand out and get the volume of customers that you need in order to be sustainable. One example of this is I made some custom epoxy inlay lake maps, a really unique product designed for a very specific person. Although those did great for me, there wasn't really the volume of customers that I needed for those products. Plus, there's already some companies out there that are doing that and are doing it well. So this wasn't a sustainable product for my business, but this is also what led me to think about higher volume products. So as I was doing hours and hours of market research, I was trying to figure out where I could sell all these items that I was making. If I could produce more of them, I have to sell more of them. So all this research led me to Etsy. I started thinking, there's people that are making a lot of money on Etsy. I wonder how they're doing it. So I discovered that there's a lot of them that actually aren't even making the products themselves. They are buying wholesale and turning around and selling it retail. And I was like, they've got to get their product from somewhere. So I started thinking, and I was like, I'm going to reach out to them and see what happens. I started reaching out to these Etsy sellers, ones that I thought I could make their product, or ones that I thought maybe this product would go well with what they're selling. And I was really surprised that a lot of them were thankful that I reached out. I would just email them and say, hey, this is what I do, this is who I am. I got a lot of no's, or no thank yous. And the main one that I ran into was they were buying their products overseas, and we just could not get to a price where it made sense for them. It was really weird to find myself competing with companies overseas that make these products when I'm such a small business. But nonetheless, I kept pushing through and kept pursuing it. And before I knew it, I was making products for a few Etsy sellers. There are a couple things that make wholesale my favorite way to sell my product. One, it's predictable, consistent work. The retailers that I work with already have an established brand and are selling consistently. I don't have to wait and see if my product is going to sell or not. Two, I don't have to deal with individual sales and shipping. I make a predetermined amount of product and ship it in a big box to the retailer. I also don't have to deal with sales tax because wholesale products aren't taxed. Three, it's easily repeatable. Once I get everything designed and set up, I can be doing other things while the CNC is running. That's when I work on other projects and content for my YouTube channel. Four, I usually aim for 50% of retail when I'm selling wholesale. So for all these reasons listed, this is well worth it to me. For example, I sell 7-inch trays for $12 a piece wholesale. I sell about 48 of these a month of this particular style, and that is about 2 days worth of work. So if you multiply this 12 times 48, it's $576 minus materials, which is going to vary based on your location and what you're making them out of. I roughly have $50 in material cost for the material that I'm using for these 48 trays. And so that's $526 for 2 days worth of work. That's pretty hands-off work. So you can see how lining up 4 of these deals could profit you over $2,000 a month. Without my Shapeoko and Carbide Motion, Carbide Create, and all the products that Carbide 3D offers, my business really wouldn't be where it is today. So if you're thinking about starting or expanding your woodworking business, adding a Shapeoko CNC to your workshop is a no-brainer to me. There are so many opportunities out there that I don't believe people are tapping into, and some of them are in the wholesale side. So I hope you found my journey insightful and inspiring. Be sure to subscribe and check out all the things that Carbide 3D has to offer. If you want to learn more about my journey and some of the projects that I've worked on, be sure to check out my YouTube channel. There'll be a link in the description for that. Also, be on the lookout for more content just like this. This is the first video in a series of videos that go over how to make money with your Shapeoko. You can check out more of Shapeoko's videos right here.